Check it. Alright guys, what is up? You are back for another video with Data Zero. In this video, I'm looking at AMC stock and focusing on AMC stock. I'm going to approach this video a little bit differently. I got three possible scenarios for AMC. The super bullish, the bullish, and then the bear case. I don't think the bear case is in play, but I had to keep it in there to keep things on a level playing field. But I do think the super bullish and the bullish scenario is the most likely. And you guys know what I think about AMC on the macro trend. I do think we are in a uptrend. I do think AMC is going to move to the upside, and the macro charts look beautiful. So let's go ahead and hop in the charts, the facts, the data, and see what we have going on. Back for another video with Data Zero. So in this video, I'm going to show you three different paths that I think AMC could take based off the technical analysis and the data. Now, what I'm looking at is the most likely scenario is this middle blue turquoise scenario, but what I want to see is this orange scenario, and this red scenario is the bear scenario, worst case scenario, in my opinion, for AMC stock. So let's go ahead and see what we are looking at based off the technical analysis and everything else. So first things I want to point out is that the macro looks great. So these smaller moves are not to be concerned with. When in doubt, zoom out, look at the bigger picture. And guys, we can see that we're about to get this bullish cross on the MACD on the monthly time frame. We've been in this falling wedge. Again, I say this time and time again. I'm just saying this for the people that are new. We've been in this falling wedge, which is a uptrend, a bullish continuation pattern. As you guys can see, uptrend, bullish continuation, or we have the falling wedge, and then we have another uptrend. And if you guys see, we have this uptrend, falling wedge, and then an uptrend, and it means a higher high. So it means you're going to get a higher high than the previous high that you had after this bullish consolidation. So if we go ahead and take our poll, and that will give us the high to the low to the falling wedge, and that could give us a possible breakout target for this falling wedge. And as you guys can see, it puts us at or around all-time high. So we will be making a higher high, in my personal opinion. This is a 2-year downtrend, so these things take time. It could happen in one big parabolic squeeze or a overall uptrend, and that is what I'm looking at based off the technical analysis on the long-term scale for AMC. So let's go ahead and look at the smaller pictures and what I think might be happening here on Monday, Tuesday, and throughout the week. So again, I have my super bull scenario, the scenario I think is most likely to happen, and then my bearish scenario. So let's go ahead and start with the super bullish scenario. As you guys can see, this one has us moving up to higher highs, breaking out early pre-market. So basically what I want to see is a huge run up to about $5.75 pre-market. Also defying the odds of this falling wedge, because this has a 2 out of 3 chance breaking to the downside, or this rising wedge. As you guys can see, we're in a rising wedge right now, 2 out of 3 chance breaking to the downside. Now there is that 1/3 chance that we could push above it and break to the upside. So what I want to see is us get above this rising wedge, use it as support, and then move to the upside, pushing towards that $8 range, giving us these higher levels, confirming this barge pattern. Now, I do think the barge pattern is still in play and still legitimate and still a good price point, but some of the dates might be off. But I do think the price targets that it's saying are legitimate. So I'm not ready to scrap it just yet, but if price doesn't get up to these higher levels, $5.75 by Monday and Tuesday, and if we're not around, let's see, $5, $7, $8 by earnings, then I would have to say that this price is not following the barge pattern good enough for me to keep it in a play. But we are looking at it right now, and it is still in play, in my personal opinion. As you guys can see, we might have this push up, but by earnings, I want to be in this higher ranges of $7 to $8. I'm also in the camp that earnings is going to be bullish for us. Between the Visa card, between the popcorn, and between the box office, earnings is going to be very, very positive. I know a lot of people are bearish on earnings, but I do think we're going to see a move to the upside for earnings, in my personal opinion, and I think that it's going to help us propel us to the upside, and shorts are going to realize they are done because the fundamentals of the company are strengthening and the company is improving fundamentally, especially when we get this positive earnings that I think is going to be a massive beat for AMC, and I think it's going to push us to the upside. Again, I know people are bearish for earnings, but I am not. Let's go ahead and check out what the technical analysis is saying. Again, most bullish scenario is having us push up early pre-market. again to this $6.575 range, using the technical or seeing then pull back on Monday and then moving to the upside Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday up into the $7-8 range. Now, what I think is going to happen is we're going to have this move to the upside pre-market, then come back down and see a little bit downside early in the morning on Monday, then find a bottom on Monday, start moving to the upside and start filling this rising wedge all the way to the top around $6, and then seeing downside pulling back to this major resistance zone of $5.50, and then blasting off from there, blasting through this major resistance. As you blast through it, because this is major support or resistance right now, it's going to get flipped as support when we get through it. Then we need to come back and retest it and move to the upside. I think that is the most likely scenario based off of everything that I'm seeing, with the RSI being hot, with the MACD on the 4-hour starting to get that bearish cross. I do think we're going to have to pop through this resistance early in the morning, then come back down, retest it, and then slowly move up, consolidating, and then come back, retest it one more time, and then push up to these higher levels of $7-8 in my personal opinion. Now, worst absolute bearish case for scenario, I do not think this is going to happen based off of everything that I'm looking at, but everyone needs to be prepared for everything, is we cannot break this major resistance of 550 and we get knocked down by it. Now, since we closed at 550, I definitely think we're going to break it. I think we're going to break it pre-market, use it as use the previous resistance as very strong support, and it's going to have us move to the upside. That's why I think this turquoise line is going to happen, or even this super bullish scenario is possibly going to happen based off the bar pattern and some of the technical analysis we are seeing. Now, super bearish scenario is if we can't get above it and then we just get knocked down, rejected, we come back down to that $5 range, and it takes us a lot longer to move to the upside. But the overall idea of this is, guys, that we are in a uptrend. If you go ahead and look at this trend that I have here, let's go ahead and pop this trend line over here and show you guys that a trend that we haven't even tested yet. AMC is looking extremely bullish in my personal opinion. As you guys can see, we have this trend line here, and that's basically what the other scenario would be saying, is we come back down and test this trend line and continue moving to the upside. But the overall idea of everything is, guys, we are in a uptrend, and AMC is going to be moving in an uptrend after we broke out of this major sloping resistance. Every time we have rallied, we hit our head on this huge major resistance, and this is no longer above our heads. So what do you think is going to happen next time AMC runs? It's going to push to the upside and continue running. That's why I say the smaller moves do not matter. The bigger picture is in play. We do have this falling wedge breakout, and I do think we are going to be moving in a uptrend, personally, in my opinion, for AMC. Let's go ahead and look at the data real quickly and see what we're looking at, and then I'm going to go ahead and look at a few more technicals and wrap up the video. So guys, we have cost of borrow slightly coming down. Again, it's at about 178%. We could see this pop to the upside on Monday. We could see that change. Right now, they do have 650 shares available to borrow. It has been getting less and less effective. How much shares they have been able to get has been less and less, and the effect that it has on the stock has been less and less. They are slowly losing control, and this thing is going to start moving to the upside. Short interest is at all-time highs or around all-time highs, giving us enough momentum, especially if shorts start to cover or smaller funds start to cover, pushing us to the upside, and we could see a huge parabolic movement. And FTDs will be a huge problem for these guys as soon as they realize that the reverse split is not going through or being delayed. That's why you keep saying AMC pop on and off the threshold security list, because they're pushing it down the road just a little bit longer, but soon they are about to capitulate. Why? Because this thing is out of control, and these FTDs are not going away, because they were going to use the reverse split to get rid of the FTDs. In my personal opinion, that's how they were going to do it when they changed the QSIP number. And even Adam Aaron said they were going to get the FTDs just go bye-bye. So that is what we need. We don't need. We want the FTDs to stay here, keep on record, and then provide bullish momentum for a Tesla-style type short squeeze, pushing AMC to the upside for that uptrend that we are looking at. So this is what I'm looking at, basically. And then, again, the macro picture for AMC looking very, very good. We have this falling wedge breakout. Again, higher highs. And as you guys can see, we're in this falling wedge breaking out. I do think we are going to make higher highs, and we are looking very, very good, in my personal opinion, on the macro. And again, monthly MACD about to get that bullish cross. Everything is looking good on the bigger time frame. When in doubt, zoom out. This thing does take time to play out, but in my personal opinion, this bear trend is over for AMC. It's about to enter a new bull trend and a new uptrend, and it is very, very clear. So that is everything I have for you guys. Hopefully you found this video informative. Again, you can check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more Data Zero updates. I talk about my stocks, trades all day long, and I have a great community there talking about their trades, giving information, adding value to the community as well. So if you want to join us, go ahead and check it out. We are there every day, all day. So if you want to, it's linked down in the comment section description below. And as always, guys, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out. All right, guys, that was the video. Hopefully you found it informative. I know I did. If you did, go ahead and drop a like. And I truly, truly appreciate each and every one of you that drop comments, subscribe, and show love. It really does mean a lot to me, especially if you watch to the end of the video to see this message. And guys, remember, you can check me out on Twitter and Discord to find even more Data Zero updates. I have a great community there. Come join us. Link down in the comment section description below. And as always, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.